Hey Sagittarius, welcome to the Key of Soul family. If this is your first time, this is Sagittarian Sun, Moon or Rising, Solar Eclipse, Virgo Solar Eclipse in the South Node tarot reading for this month. Hello and welcome. Oh, my beautiful souls, even if you aren't a Sagittarian Sun, Moon or Rising, if you have clicked on this message, there is obviously something here for you. I am so excited to do this reading. I meditated on the energy before coming in today, and it was very interesting. I have been trying to get these messages out for a few days now. I personally have just been feeling exhausted. A little bit sidelined, if that makes sense. I don't know what that means. I feel like that means like, I feel like I'm sitting on the fence. That's exactly what I feel like. However, look, there is some major activation in your 10th house of career. So there is a lot of illumination. There is some beautiful illumination right now. Virgo illuminates your 10th house of career and public recognition. So before I started this reading, I pulled some cards. So I had them on me because I didn't have a table with me in this area, and there were some really interesting cards that came up. So the first one that I wanted to come into is judgmental or judgment. So for my Sagittarians out there, the 10th house ignites your public recognition, which is nearly squaring Chiron. And I believe there is some form of court case or some form of legal matter that is affecting your public recognition. So even though that is the card that says judgmental, so I've got a few things coming through here. I've got the word judgmental, which is judgment. And then I'm also feeling the word, and I've never done this with this card before. This is just coming through as I kind of speak. So this reading is going to be really intuitive. It's just kind of like what is coming. I'm just going to pick up the surroundings around me right now. My Virgo 12th house is activated quite heavily. So I am just going to pick up on those energies. So in the judgmental card, I'm seeing the word mental, judgment, and judge. So I feel like there is some form of legal matter. This is not for all Sagittarians, but there is some form of legal matter that is going to court, and you feel like you're mentally exhausted because of the judge or the judgment, or not fearing the outcome. Look, can I just say that there is some really positive aspects happening in this solar eclipse. Even if we do not recognize what is happening, there is going to be some really positive things happen, even if they seem harsh. So look, mental, late. Don't be late to your court case. Judge. Right, moving forward. I don't know who that was for, but that's really interesting. So this is a karmic lesson. Whatever this judge, court case, public recognition, you could also be being judged at work as well. So it doesn't just have to be a court case. But whatever this is a karmic lesson. So I'm nearly certain I'm just thinking of the natal chart. I'm nearly certain Saturn, which is Lord Karma, there is some activation going on with Judgment. So that is really relevant to trine. So you don't really need to do much physical with a trine. The energy will kind of just play out as it is. There is a control factor. So I think the mental karma is based on the control factor. Now that can go two ways, and that is, and that is your mindset. So that control, that could be in control and out of control. But I believe, like, with Jupiter where it is in these, there is something going on. Jupiter, Uranus, there is so many good with Venus coming into Virgo. There is feminine support. I feel like you could have a feminine legal representative who is going to be fighting for justice on your behalf. There is definitely, so I feel like it could be a male judge. It could be a male judge, but with Venus in Virgo coming into the 10th house, I feel like you were coming into being represented by a feminine. Now, this isn't for all Sagittarians, but there is something karmic happen. Even if there isn't, I'm just gonna pick up a couple of these cards. I was so into what was going on. There were a couple of these Bursa cards that I picked up, and there was a whole deck of the Hermit Tarot in there, and they all just spread out everywhere. So I'm going to try and get some energy on that. Yeah, things have been very messy, but I feel like it's coming to an end. You're starting to reflect, and whatever's happening, your whole career from here is going to change directions, completely change directions. So I've had control, karmic lessons, judgment, masculine. Again, that there's a man, masculine. Again, masculine could be a fire sign. So masculine energies, Aries, Leos. So you could be connected to or have a sun, moon, or rising also in Aries. Aries is a fire sign, which is the three masculines of the fire energy. So this is a mental mind game. This is definitely a mental mind game, but I feel like you're gaining control back. You're really fighting your demons, and you've had a lot of integrity here. There is a lot of integrity, and you've been networking. So with this networking card, I feel like we're moving from the court case or where you're being judged, and I feel like there's a network. So you're networking with a new job. With Virgo in your 10th house, I feel like you're being networked. 9-9 on the clock, 9-11 on the clock there, which is 11. I feel like you're being networked. So what I mean by that is when it comes to your job or career or whatever's happening in your life, this is going to be different for all our Sagittarians. So take what resonates and keep open-minded. This networking, I feel like there's something to do with your job or career. Even my Sagittarians that aren't in a job, it's what you do every day for work. So you are creating a new network system with the people that you work with, or friends or colleagues from a past working environment. You could be changing jobs and you are networking through that. So that's relevant to someone. Yeah, and I feel like this networking is boosting your creativity. It's boosting your fifth house, which is obviously to do with kids. So creativity, the fifth house is Leo, again, another fire sign. So creativity, kids, and lovers as well. So I feel like that is all, you know, whatever you're doing career-wise, you're very passionate about it. There is something that you do every day, day in, day out, whether it's your career or not. Again, for those who are retired or currently not working, there is something relevant there. All right, I picked, as I dropped kind of the deck there, I've never done a reading on a high chair, so it's a little bit different. So I'm just going to go through these cards that I've picked up. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, wow, 5, 6, wow, 7, 8, 9. I picked up 9 cards. This is still with the 9, so the 999 portal with the readings that I did last week for Libra, Virgo, Taurus. They were all readings right on the 99 portal. The 999 portal is still activated at the moment. It still creates its activity until the 18th. So the 18th of the 9th, 2025, even though this reading is timeless, that is still the 999 portal, because the 1-8 creates a 9. So it's very interesting here. We've got happiness is my priority. So whatever you've been going through, it's obviously been a real mental mind challenge. You've definitely been challenged. Your mind has definitely been creating, you know, creating, creative, or, you know, adjective, verb, noun, create, creating, created, whatever it may be. There's something to do with your mind here. And the Hermit Tarot card that I got, excuse me, is happiness is my priority, which is the number 3. The number 3 is connected to father, mother, child, crone, mother, maiden, and then we've got, do you even care? So I feel like with the Judgment that you are losing hope. Even though I don't have this card, I am really feeling Seven of Pentacle energy here, where you're working really hard. You're just digging and digging and digging, and you feel like you're doing a hole, or you're doing a donut where you're starting to dig into the ground, like just doing those circles around and around. So do you even care? I feel like your mind really is just, one day you're feeling really good where you're like, my happiness is my priority, and then the next moment you're just not sure if you even care. You in it, I'm really feeling, my beautiful Sagittarians, that you've been spending a lot of time in solitude. Yeah. You could be thinking about an ex or someone in your past that you were connected to that kind of brought you light in a dark moment. This person had said things to you that usually wouldn't have said things to you and you were unsure whether those things were really true. So that's relevant to someone. That could also be like one moment you care, but this ex or this person that you were previously connected to for possibly 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months, 3 years. That again, that 3. You're questioning, you know, do they even care? Did they hurt you? Or had you been hurt that much in the past that when something real came in, you questioned it to go, is that even real? That is definitely relevant for someone. I feel like you need to, or you have been seeking professional advice. I think it's so relevant that I'm wearing blue today, and these cards are coming out in this blue color. It's very Cancerian energy, so I feel like you're spending a lot of time at home with the family, around your mother and your father. So do you even care? Again, do you even care, meaning in your mind you're going, sometimes you feel like your willpower is at an all-time low. Obviously that could also be connected to where Mars is. Mars is debilitated in Libra. So if you do have strong Mars energy in your chart, that could also be a factor. So making sure that you are looking after your mental health. There was that mind card there as well. So anyone, you're either you have been seeking professional advice for the legal matter, or for my other Sagittarians, you're in your mind feeling like some days you're wanting to give up, and you know your mental health is really important at this time. I'm just going to put that out there. Don't forget, like, my beautiful Sagittarians, you have been so strong. Absolutely so strong. There are some really, really positive aspects and planets that are just about to come into Sagittarius. This year is like no other. This year is going to activate the house of Sagittarius so different to what it has been over the last few years. You know, in the next few months, Venus is going to come into Sagittarius. It doesn't always come into Sagittarius at this time of year. So this is really, really special. You've got Mercury coming into Sagittarius, in a few more months as well. Mars will be coming into Sagittarius, and making sure that you're being very careful with travel. Whilst Mars is in Sagittarius, please, my beautiful souls, when Mars does come into Sagittarius, it's very, very powerful. We need to be really careful on the road, riding, traveling, things like that. So just making sure that you're doing your breath work, and you've got a supportive network, and you are seeking, again, that professional help. The next card I find so beautiful. This is everything that I've just been talking about. You know, you are so powerful, and the next card says, listen to your heart. Listen to your heart. You know, when we're looking at the legalities and these legal matters, we kind of tend to forget to be thinking about our heart. Our heart gets pushed deep down, you know, into our subconscious, because our mind, you know, law, judgment, that Libra energy, that air energy comes into our mind, where we forget to follow our heart and we're in our head a lot. by saying that you could have really strong Aries placement as well. I'm thinking of the head. I have mentioned Mars and Aries quite strong here. So that's very interesting. All right, again, a number 3 card. So that first 3 card we had plus this 3, so now we're at 6. There is someone else. There is someone else. So someone, I'm getting 2 things here. With the Judgment card, or the Judgmental card, I feel like for some of my Sagittarians, there is hidden information about this court case that someone's withholding. And Mercury coming into Libra will identify that. I feel like there is someone in the background that has had hidden information that is going to come to light for those Sagittarians going through this court case. There is someone else. On the other hand, this could also be a partner or something to do with that ex. So there's a couple of different storylines or timelines here that I am kind of coming through. But I feel like there is something else, someone else. There is something else that is going to be illuminated from this 10th house about the court case. That is, and that's going to be a game changer. That is going to absolutely be a game changer. Oh my God, definitely. Everything I was just saying, this card was just sitting there and I did not even realize. So that is a confirmation. Absolutely. There is something else. There is someone or something else who, for whatever you're resonating with, that is relevant. Definitely. I'm also getting the word night, telly, yeah. So you could also be listening to this at night on your phone or telly. Intel. There is someone else holding information back. In this card, I'm seeing all this. Telly, so the TV, video footage, cameras, something on mobile phones. There's intel. Again, someone is hiding information and it's going to come to light. With this Virgo solar eclipse that illuminates your 10th house, there is going to be some form of verbal communication that comes out in this court matter or whatever you're going through. Be open. No matter what it is, someone is going to communicate something with intel on a telly or some form of video or camera footage. That's not for everyone, but that's, yeah. Whew. Interesting. And someone is lying. Someone has been lying. Someone has been lying. Holy. Right. We've got, I sometimes wonder if you care. Again, I sometimes wonder if you care. The number 13, there could be someone that's 31, 40, 41. Sometimes wonder if you care. So there could be someone who's 31 years old and you're questioning if they still care. I'm in so much pain. So whatever's going on, this has just been destroying you. But let me assure you that I feel with this 6-month activation of this eclipse, there is something ending. What pain you have been going through is coming to an end. Oh, we've got, and again, the number 3. Again, these 999 portals, there's so many cards here with the number 3. You are so very special. You are so very special. So someone could be 21, someone could be 33. This could be connected to someone who is turning 12. There is something very special happening. Could also be happening in 3 weeks, 3 months, 3 years, but something very special is happening. Let's see. I think that's all our cards. That's it. Oh my God, what an amazing reading. I had no intention to drop those cards. I'm looking at a card on the ground that actually says 9. It says, please give me time. Time to process everything. Oh my God, what an amazing reading, Sagittarius. I was not going to do this reading right now, and I came home and I was like, I've got to do this reading. This is coming through. And I'm so glad I did. I got so into that reading, I forgot to say, this is the Key of Soul family. I'm Ellie. This is the Sagittarius reading. Even if you want a Sagittarius, Sun, Moon or Rising, if you have listened to this, leave a comment. Let me know what resonates. Even if it doesn't resonate with you right now, come back. 9:27 on the clock. 9. Come back in a couple of weeks or couple of months, whenever it does resonate with you, and let me know what you resonated with in this reading. I wish you all the best, and to make sure you look after yourselves through this eclipse portal, through Pisces and Virgo, and I will see you, beautiful Sagittarian soul, on the next reading. Bye.